Alright guys, today we're going from Shanghai Hongqiao Station to Hangzhou. Not Guangzhou, but Hangzhou. We're going to be taking the high-speed train. This is also business class. I got it for 290 yuan and it should take about an hour. If you're departing from Shanghai by train, this is pretty much the main station. It's right next to the Hongqiao Airport, not Pudong. So Pudong is the main airport where they have the maglev that takes you from the city center to the big airport. I think they have a VIP entrance, but I'm just going to go ahead and probably do this one with the bag check. Seems to be fast enough. Alright, so I'll pick up once I get through. Actually, because this airport, or this rail station is so big, there's actually a huge line for the security, for the customs there. So I'm going to take advantage of the VIP access here. That was actually a long line. Longer than I've seen, so that would make sense. I mean, Shanghai is a huge city, and this is one of the main train stations at 11 in the morning. So this says VIP, so let's see if this works. I've actually never used this in any of the videos. Hopefully it actually is operational. So this will be interesting if this is going to work. Save some lines. Hello, sir. Okay, guys, that was way easier than I didn't even realize this whole time I've been missing out on that. So basically from right there, right into the lounge. Look at this. Just looking. Okay. Huh? Oh, I come back. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just show you. If I had come in over there, that's basically where I would have been. But absolutely incredible that this whole time I could have been going to those VIP lines and saving myself lines. That was literally no line at all and instant access into peace. So you can avoid all the chaos pretty much. But yeah, this is inside the big old terminal here. I'm gonna go back in the lounge and wait, which is right here. So it's pretty simple. And then we'll walk over to the train. I don't know if this is the Fuxing Hao or what. Like I said, I actually paid 300 yuan. So that's not too expensive, you know? Here's a look at the lounge. It's pretty full in here. You can get an idea of just how busy this train station is by the lounge. It could just be the timing. I usually go way earlier, but because it's such a short train ride, I'm doing a late one. Okay, interesting turn of events here. I actually, when I went to book the ticket, it was unsuccessful. So they're just helping me get a ticket now. So he's going to help me get the next ticket. So it might not be business class. So the problem was in the app, when it asks you for a PIN, I guess I didn't put in the PIN fast enough. Okay, thank you. So I'll just easily buy a ticket here and we'll see how this goes. Yeah, so this is the ticket booking station. Ticketing. I usually do it on the app, but for some reason it failed. The problem is that PIN, that 6-digit PIN. It's no big deal, but they're resolving it. I could easily do it on myself, but I'll just let them set me up and take care of it. All right, so new update. Let's give you an update. So I'm going first class, which is one grade below business class. Business class is the best train. And it actually ended up only costing me 130 yuan because the other payment didn't go through, unsuccessful, then that means that I didn't get charged. So I'm actually going for 130 yuan, which is like, I don't know, like 20 bucks. I don't know the exact conversion, but something like that. Gate number 4. And it's cool because this is first class, different than those capsules, so we'll see a different type of seating arrangement. Personally, I don't really care how my seat is as long as it's got leg room and not too crowded. Basically, the reason I usually upgrade is to avoid the crowds, because that stuff can be overwhelming when you don't have, oh wait, okay. So when you don't have leg room and it's crowded and you travel like this, it can get very overwhelming at times. These crowds, it's kind of what you try to avoid. It's not that bad, but if you travel as much as I do, it will catch up to you. Travel is fun, but when you do it all the time, it takes away from the fun. It then becomes very monotonous. But anyway, let's see how this goes. Alright, so we were just waiting. I'm waiting here, just showing you some of the crowds in here. It's not like you're surprised that there's crowds, but a lot of you guys want to know how crowded it is. This is a Tuesday afternoon. We're just standing and waiting here. So, there we go. Where's the escalator? There we go. I'll gladly take the escalator here. Okay. Looks like the train has not yet arrived. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of train this is. They say it's going to take an hour. Seems like an hour is pretty standard for the route, although I did see something as fast as like 35 minutes. Could have done that, but I just went with the fastest one she could get me within a reasonable hour, and this was it. An hour, 35 minutes, I mean, it's really all the same. Just, are you waiting on a train? Or are you waiting, you know, in a station? When you're talking 35 minutes and an hour, it's just not really a big difference, right? Always smells like cigarette smoke. Like the cigarette smoke, if you're not a smoker, the secondhand smoke in these stations is really a lot. I don't smoke, but I used to, I'll be honest. There's a beautiful train there. So we're just waiting. I'm assuming it's coming from this way. I could be wrong. Like, to me, this seems like it's towards the coast. That would be like towards the east, but it's probably not. I'm just turned around here, so we'll just wait on the train here. All right, well, here comes the train. I guess I'm down here. So it came in the other direction. I'm in car 2. So we got the beautiful train today. The cool looking one. I took this one from, I want to say I took this one from, yeah, I want to say I took this one from Chongqing, Chengdu, or was it Guangzhou to Chongqing. The truth is, with this stuff, you want to move kind of quick because they're only in for a short amount of time. Here's 10. I need to get all the way to 2. Look at this. Kind of excited to go the first class one this time. I'll just go over here. Again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I'll get on the train and then figure it out from here. Okay. So this is 7. I gotta go all the way to 2. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Well, it turns out I had enough time. I could have just walked on the outside of the station, on the outside of the train. But we're getting there. Big train. Okay. What is this? Cart number 3. This means this is first class seat. A lot less crowded in here. Two? Okay. All right. Perfect. That's everything I needed. Not too crowded in here, and leg room. Let's look at the seating. And it does lean back. 女士们、先生们。Now we're absolutely ripping. Oh yeah, we're cruising now.
All your belongings and get off the train in order. 国景共九免费人将送您的品牌列车。
Okay, guys, we made it to Hangzhou. Really quick. Took about an hour. There was a point where we did stop for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes at one station, like in the, I would say 3/4 of the way through. Like just outside of Hangzhou, we hit a station, one stop, and we stayed there parked for about 10 to 15 minutes. So it could have even been faster, but that was definitely a high-speed train there. There was actually a lot of high-speed trains going past us. As you guys know, this is, they say, the biggest mega region in the world, the Yangtze River Delta. Hangzhou, Shanghai, Suzhou, and Nanjing. Okay, here we go. This thing again, these, you guys know how I do these here. Let me see if I can tuck this down. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh boy. My favorite thing about these stations, always a downstairs. Almost there, guys. This is where my right arm's gonna get big. There's always so much. They're always so deep. They're all the same too. Always a big crowd to the escalator. Oh, there you go. Oh. And then the stairs are very long. It's great for me because I get that right arm exercise. So this is actually a really nice looking station. Oh, Okay, got to get my passport out for the ticket check, and then we'll be into Hangzhou. Let's see how this goes. There we go. I gotta go to the actual man. And we're here. Now we gotta find the exit. We got a metro. I'm not gonna ride the metro today. Was this another ticket check? Where's the exit? Taxi. Oh. I think I'm going. Oh, ride hailing. Yeah. Alright. Ride hail. So I guess the best place you want to stay here in Hangzhou is on the lake. We call it West Lake. It's one of the best areas, I guess. Oh. From here I plan to go to Nanjing, which is another former capital. There was about 4 former capitals, I guess, of China. Well, more than that, but 4, I think, recent ones. I don't know exactly. I know Chongqing during World War II, Nanjing during a specific time, Beijing as well, Xi'an at some point. It's a nice station right here. I don't really know much about Hangzhou other than the fact that many people have told me to go here. Wow, they got a hotel. They got like good food. Yeah, I've heard great reviews about this city by locals and by tourists. I'll be doing a things to know or things to do video. The last 3 days have been fog. Like fog, dreary, cloudy, rainy. Not really that good for filming. Thankfully, the first day I got into Shanghai, it was a little bit warm, a little bit clear. So I knew, because I checked the forecast, that I needed to basically hit the ground running that night. So I arrived at like 1 or 2 and went out and filmed for Island Hopper TV, my main channel. Things to do video. Thankfully I did that because every day since then has been basically not good for photography. Except for at night. Night and sunset, it's good because it lights up. But it looked like, according to the forecast, we're almost out of the woods with that. Let's see here. I've lost track of ride-hailing signs. Hopefully I'm headed in the right direction, but not sure. It says exit. I know that I'm looking for that. Big station, my goodness. What a walk. I've obviously gone in the wrong direction. There's no way that this is the right direction. Well, because it's too far of a walk. Wouldn't be convenient. But metro shops, exit. I don't know. This is north side of the road. Alright. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, turns out they've got a mall here. So, there we go. There's got to be... Yeah, this is not the right way, guys. I apologize about that. I must have been spaced out when the ride-hailing sign. So let me see if I can figure this out. Okay. Well, it's not hot. It's a little bit muggy, though. Like, that's the thing. It's overcast, but it's got a slight, like, humidity to it. Okay. So we're going up top side here, out of the mall. I don't even know this location exactly. Obviously, this is my very first time to Hangzhou. I do a little bit of research before I get to a place, but the way I usually learn a place is by arrival and going there, or watching YouTube videos, which I have not done on this city. That's why we make these videos, though. Let's see if I can correct it. That was a long ride out, right? Okay. What do we got here? Really a modern city. I think Hangzhou is known for that. There's the station, so obviously I messed up at some point if I ended up way over here. This is becoming funny at this point. Actually, super funny. So how do I do this? Alright guys, yeah, I've made a mistake somewhere along the line. That's the thing, you know, as a foreigner, you think, oh wow, it's, you know, the design or whatever, but the truth is, I mean, what I've learned is a lot of these places make sense once you understand it. So in my mind, the first thing I'm thinking is, well, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? But the truth is, I'm the one who made the mistake. So now I've got to correct it. Let's see here. It says entrance. So all I would need is just one sign that says ride hailing or taxi. Here we go, B1. Where's B1? Okay. It says B1. Okay, over here. Another thing is, a lot of it's not in English yet. It says bus and taxi, but the other writing is not in English. It's in the local language, which is Mandarin. Here we go. Actually, they got signs now. So, yep, I missed a sign down there. Am I going back into the station? Oh, buddy. Hello. All right, back in the station. Oh. We'll figure this out, guys. Thanks for tuning in for the adventure here. Well, it just sucks because I got this heavy bag that's difficult to lug around. But here's a nice view of the little station there. Nice. Look at that. What a view. Let's see here. So it said somewhere around here is taxis. Here you go. I just asked someone and she gave me the directions. So we'll give it a try. Alright, so she pointed this way. I think she said down and over. So yeah, this is where I was earlier. I almost ate at that restaurant there. Probably should have. That barbecue restaurant there. Let's see here. Okay. Ooh, KFC, I haven't had any Western cuisine in a long time. Oh, there we go. I think that's a sign. Is that a sign? Let's see here. You see that sign there? That purple? What is that pointing towards? Alright. I don't know why I'm craving KFC. Is this it? Is this it? Why would this be? Why would this be? There's no other signs. I know some of you are watching this being like, no, go the other way. Okay, so what is this? Why would I go through here? Why would this be it? Why would this be it? It says pickup point, actually. Okay. Lockdown. Pickup point for what? How is this a pickup point? Is this a pickup point for what? There's no way. There's no way this is for Didi. This would make no sense. I don't know. Is it? Okay, I give up. I would really give up, but there's the D. It says Didi Station. So this is a Didi Station? How does this even work? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so this is Didi Station. It's a bit different. I think I've seen something like this in... Okay, so I can see why I got lost, because this is new to me. This is like a whole... Imagine Uber with its own terminal. So let me book my Didi and see if I can unpack this. All right, so I was able to book a Didi, and it's going to be here in 15 minutes. So what I should have done was just go to where the taxis are. So I'm realizing that this is a little bit more complicated than what I know how to use. I'm sure I've done it all wrong, of course. Not blaming the system here. I'm just saying I've made some serious mistakes getting out of here. And now I'm a fish out of water. So I will wait 15 minutes and see if my Didi shows up. Or maybe I'll see if I can find a taxi. My goodness. Hopefully someone in the comments is making sense of all this for us, because I've made some real unique turns. All right, guys, update. So I was waiting for that Didi, but instead of him getting closer, he was getting further and further away, and he was already over 15 minutes. So instead of waiting and doing all that, I decided I'm going to get some food. And I'm going to try and find a taxi. No sense in rushing trying to get out of here. So let's get some food and see if we can find the taxis after this. I know there's some people in the comments watching this just so frustrated with the way that I've been getting around here, because I know how the comments are. But really a nice station, lots of food options. I love that. I'm gonna go to this restaurant that I've been looking at for a while. Maybe it's got some noodle, steak. I'm really in the mood for barbecue. Japanese barbecue, or I don't know, any sort of barbecue. But I saw this cow picture right here. It's great branding. It's got my attention, because that's usually associated with Wagyu. I'm just gonna go here and try whatever that beef is. So, ooh, look at this. This is good food here. Dumplings. Mm-hmm. Hello, ni hao.
Ni hao.
One people. One people. All right, guys. Well, I got some dumplings. So we get some food stuff here. What is this? Is that the soup dumplings or what? Happy about that. Like I said, I came for the beef and I got dumplings because they didn't have any beef. You see that little sign right there? That's what got my attention. That's usually a sign for like Wagyu or something. Well, let me show you what it looks like inside this bun here. It's actually kind of hot. Not spicy, but hot. Right? Burns the mouth. It's just like a meat. I want to say it's a beef, but it could be a pork with like maybe some lettuce in there. Well, I came for steak, but I'm getting dumplings because they don't have steak. That's all good. Hey, I'm happy now. I got some good food there. I love those dumplings. When I was in Shanghai, I was eating tons of soup dumplings. I don't know how to pronounce the Chinese word for it. It starts with an X. All I have to do is hear it once, but I just point at the menu and I'm like, soup dumplings, so good. Those were not soup dumplings. They were more like steamed, not really pan fried, but they were really good. So now I'm looking for taxi. Hello, taxi? Taxi? Oh, that way. Okay. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. That was the problem. when I came out of the station, I went the wrong way. I went to the rideshare. But that rideshare, nope. I'm not gonna wait 15 minutes. And then, so it was like 15 minutes, and then it was 16 minutes, and then 17 minutes. And it was like a big, long, red traffic jam. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just get some food. Whereas with the taxi, you just get a taxi. It's right there. Maybe wait 5 minutes max. But we'll see. Either way, this has been a little bit of a diversion. Okay, so I gotta go back through security again. Okay. Oh, that's cool. They don't just like have taxis, huh? I wonder if maybe if I was at the mall, I could have just got a taxi. Didn't see those there either. Wow, there's a big sign that says taxi. How did I miss that? Okay. Big sign. Yeah, I went through that security check again, and I didn't film a little bit because I was like, this is redundant contact. Yeah, so you got a big yellow sign right there. It says taxi. So let's see here. You would think it was my first time traveling. Oh man. It's one of those days. A short route. It took an hour, but the maze of going through the station is taking much more time. Look at this. No line. Yeah, so my advice is just use a taxi. At least so far, that seems to be the recommendation. So. 你好。
你好，稍等一下啊。
哦，谢谢。Okay. So, okay. Ni hao. Thank you. Real smooth. Taxi it is. Guys, I was beginning to wonder if I was ever going to get out of that station. But we're here. We made it.